What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel once again. So in this video, I want to review a powerful secret, something that I've been keeping to myself for a while, and that has to do with how I get signal using price action, how I get my signal using price action. So I'm going to show you all those things today. There are 6 price action signals that I usually look out for in the market, and I'm going to show you all those price action signal today. So if you are happy to learn this, please try and subscribe, especially if this is your first time of coming across this video. Try and subscribe. And the reality is that there are many more important information or teachings that I'm going to make on this channel. So for you not to miss out on some of these powerful secrets when it comes to trading forex, crypto, or whatever, I will suggest you subscribe to the video. And if you don't feel like subscribing, try and be kind enough to at least like the video. Please try and like the video, even if you don't want to subscribe, at least to show your appreciation. All right. So I will take you to my computer screen now and show you these 6 price action signal that I've been trading ever since I became a profitable trader. Because the reality is that before I became profitable trader, I didn't know all these things. I didn't know these patterns. I didn't trade these patterns. I didn't consider these patterns, price action patterns in my strategy, in my trading plan. I do not consider all these things. But when I found out about them and I started using them, I have been able to make more money as a trader. And I can categorically say that that is what makes me profitable as a trader. Okay, so that being said, I will take you to my computer screen. And lastly, before I forget, if you actually want to master my strategy, if you actually want to master trading in general, if you want to become a master yourself, you want to become professional trader, I will advise you take my course because that contains everything step by step, everything that you need to know step by step. Okay, so the link to the course is in the description below. So try and get yourself a course. Try and get yourself a course. It is actually very important that you get education. You know, when it comes to whatever you are doing, you need to educate yourself fully. You don't just dive into things. Okay, I made sacrifices as well before getting to where I am today. So you may want to consider taking the course, and if you don't feel like it's fine. Okay, so let's just go to my computer screen now so that I can show you this price action pattern. All right, my guys. We are on my computer screen now, so let's get into those price action signals that I usually look out for. So the first one, let me start with the one that is on my screen right now. The first one is called the double bottoms. The double bottom, which is this price. The double bottoms usually comes after double bottom will usually come after a downward trend. Okay, take for example, after this lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower low. Okay, so then you have this lower high, then same low before we have to push to the upside. Okay, so now the idea is this. I always look out for these double bottoms and it occurs when when there is price when price is moving in a downtrend, just like this. Okay, so but the reality is that whenever you want to take such trade, you don't just look for double bottoms and just enter it anyhow. You want to trade it when it is at a support zone. When you see it at a support zone, that is when you want to take this trade. So if you look back at this trade, you will discover that it is at a support zone. You can see here. Let me move this thing. This is supposed to be like this. Okay, sorry. This is supposed to be like this. Supposed to be here. Okay. This is supposed to be like this. You can see the price, test it here. Then it's using it as a support zone here, as another support here. So you want to make sure that it's at a support zone. Now another thing is this. If you look at this one here, you will see there's another double bottom here. Let me be real. Although I didn't see this, but let me be realistic. If I had seen this trade, I would have taken it. But the reality is that when I would have taken this trade, but I would have moved my stop loss, because I always move my stop loss when there is a resistance break in such situation. So in this case now, as soon as there is resistance, as soon as this resistance got broken, I would have moved my stop loss below it, probably be around here. And even if this price comes down, I hit my stop loss, I will still be in tiny profit or something like that. That's no brainer for me. So I would have still taken this trade. So that's just the reality. More reason why I would have taken it is because I will believe, because I want to make sure that the price is resting, is testing either a support or resistance zone. Okay, a resistance turn support, something like this. I didn't really see any this thing here though, but I will still take it. I didn't really see any tangible support or resistance that is being tested, but I will still take it. That's just the reality. But this trade, I took this trade last week. I'm going to show you the screenshots. I'm going to show you the screenshots on that of this trade. I'm still in the trade as I'm talking to you now. I've taken this trade since last week. I took this trade last week Thursday. Let me show you the date. You can see the date here, Thursday 08. Look at this line. Look at this black line. You can see Thursday. I entered this trade on Thursday 8th of August, and now I'm seeing the trade. I think today is what? Today is 15th of August. So I've been in this trade for almost a week now, and I'm still in the trade. So why am I saying this? The reason I'm saying this is because when you enter trade, you don't just want to jump in, jump out. This is 4 hour. If you don't believe, you can check the candles, the number of candles that has formed there, and the number of time that it has taken. This is not the only trade that I took actually. Even Nasdaq too. I took Nasdaq, and I'm still in Nasdaq as well. But unlike S&P 500, I didn't get my double bottom perfectly. So I wait for the break of this resistance. Then after this play around there, that was when I entered out of Nasdaq, and I'm still in the trade too. So I entered Nasdaq late, but S&P 500, I saw my first price action signal, which I'm talking about double bottom, and that gave me a good entry, and I took my buy position. So I'm still in the trade. Like I said, I'm going to show you the screenshot so you can see for yourself that I'm actually in this trade. So, and I'm still in the trade, and I'm still not going to close until I see this same price, the second price action pattern that I want to talk about, until I see this next one before I get out of it. It is called double top. It is called double top. So there is a trade that I am in right now. I took the trade this morning, and sorry, it is GBP USD. Sorry, I took the trade this morning, and I want to show you. It is this trade. Okay, it is this trade. So now this trade, I took this trade because first of all, double top, there is something. Double tops is the second price action signal that I look out for. Let's say your price is your price is giving you higher low, higher high now, higher low, higher high, higher low. Then you see another higher high, the higher low. Then the market comes to make the same high. That is when you want to look for an entry. So this is my second price action pattern. Like for example, in this case now, and can see the market push up, then I wait for my what's it called, my double top. So if this is not clear, you can check it out with your line, and you will see it's like M. Okay, it's not really transparent with line here, but in some cases line will show you clearly the M shape. But as you can see, the market actually pushed up. Sorry, let me show you. Pushed up here, make retracement, then push up here before this downward movement. So where did I enter? I enter after this candle. Let me zoom this so that I can see. Okay. When I saw this weak rejection, I wait a little bit for the candle to move around to my support zone so that I can maintain a small stop loss. You can see this stop loss is just 25 SL. You can see it's 25 SL. And this is 4 hour. So I want to make sure my stop loss is very, very tiny. So that is when I actually took that was when as soon as I started seeing this rejection, that was when I entered, and then the market started dropping down. So I'm still going to hold this trade. Funny enough, I can hold it till next week. It doesn't matter. But if I can get before Friday, if I can get the market to around the zone, even if it is around here, even if it is here, if the market can get here by then, I will take the profit and leave. This is 184 pips. So right now, let me see the number of pips. Okay, it's just 38 pips now. Okay, so Nevertheless, I want to see that as a trader. I want to see that price action pattern. Another trade that I would have entered when I was taking this USD, but I don't like taking them at the same time, is Euro USD. I will either pick one of the two, the one that gave me the best entry. So that one too, but that one didn't actually give me a pure double bottom. But I was expecting, Jesus Christ, Euro USD is para, you know. Euro USD is parring at that moment. I was actually expecting the price to give me a good entry. You can see I did an arrow. I was expecting a push to this side before I enter. Okay, but all good, all good, all good. GBP is going to give us the profits. So so I want to look at that double bottom. This was my initial target. This was my initial double top that I was looking for. I was expecting the market. Okay, I was expecting the market to turn around there, but the market actually break up. So what would have been my entry again? I would have, if I didn't have a good entry on GBP USD, I would have entered as soon as I see this red candle close back into this zone. This red candle, as soon as I see it close back into the zone, I would have decided to take the trade here. But all good. Anyways, that's it. I do not like entering two pairs, similar pairs together. So I either take Euro USD or take GBP USD. But since I am the type of person that love trading price action patterns, and I saw my double tops clearly here, then what am I doing? I decided to take this one instead of that. And moreover, this one give me a good entry because I always like my my support zone, my stop loss, or my stop loss to be above its resistance or below a resistance. That is what I like. Just like we have under S&P 500 here, you can see where I always like my stop loss to be below a resistance zone, okay, a key level zone. So that is the second price action pattern that I love to trade. Okay, Euro USD. Let me go back to it. I'm sorry, GBP USD. So the first one is double bottom. The second one is double top. So I want you to take note of that. So the next one is called you can see another double bottom here. I actually saw this trade at the time of taking this trade, but the reason I didn't take it is because this is another double bottom. Okay. The reason I didn't take this trade was because this green candle that is supposed to give my confirmation is too large. If it has closed, if had it been it's closed around here, I would have taken it. But closing above is just too crazy for me, so I can't take it. I decided to leave it. So we've talked about double top, double bottom. So the next one we want to talk about is reverse head and shoulder pattern. Reverse head and shoulder pattern. The reason I'm talking about reverse head and shoulder pattern is because I can see it here already. Reverse head and shoulder pattern happens when the market is in a downtrend, and you want to make sure that all this price action signal that I'm talking about happens at a psychological zones. Either you call it psychological zone, or you call it supply and demand, or you call it resistance and supply, whatever you want to call it. You want to make sure it happens there. So the market is making lower low, lower high. Then all of a sudden you make lower high, lower low. Then you make lower high, lower. Instead of you to make lower low, you make you make this fails to make this low fails to comes close to the last one. So here you now start having, oh sorry, supposed to, so you now start seeing the minutes. Okay, so you see something like this that looks like head and shoulder. Let me arrange this thing very well because it's not properly done. So let me arrange it very well. Okay, so you now start seeing something that look like reverse head and shoulder. Like this is the first shoulder, head, second shoulder. Okay, so and you want to see this pattern appears at a resistance zone. Let's say, for example, when this trade happened, this very chart that I opened, let's say I couldn't enter this trade here because because of this. What I would have been looking for is a retracement to this particular place. Okay, so what happened is this. This is a reverse head and shoulder pattern. You will see the market has been making some kind of lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, then lower low, lower high. I will say higher high, then higher low here before this higher high again. And now we are getting another higher low. We don't know where the market might go. Got here, I don't know. That is what is supposed to happen. Anyways, so That is not what is supposed to happen. If you do a top-down analysis, you will understand the direction of the market. But we are not talking about top-down analysis now. So the idea is this: as you can see, there is a shoulder here, there is head here, there is another shoulder here. This could have been a better way for me to enter this trade again, but I don't know why I didn't look at the trade like that. Probably because okay, I don't know, I can't take all trade, but this is another pattern that I would love to trade. So you can see the first shoulder head and second shoulder here. So at this second shoulder, you want to wait for a candlestick pattern that will give you good entry, that hammer or bullish engulfing candle before you enter, and then you can take your trade. So that is another, the third signal that I love to trade. Okay, so number four is what's it called? Head and shoulder pattern itself. So let me show you head and shoulder pattern, then we can proceed. What I show you is reverse head and shoulder pattern. So what I want to show you now is what's it called? Is head and shoulder pattern. Okay, so this trade too, I didn't take it most of the time. Now let me tell you something. The fact that I see all these signals doesn't mean that I should take them. It's as a trader, as a successful trader, or let me say as a professional trader, you must know when to enter a trade and when not to enter trade, even if it's giving you your signal A1 setup. Sometimes you don't want to take, sometimes you don't want to, sometimes you just want to ignore the trade, okay, for some reasons. So to me, I don't take all trade. Okay, so let's talk about this one now. So the other one, I talk about reverse head and shoulder pattern. The next one is head and shoulder pattern itself, which is which looks like this. Take for example, if you look at this trade now, it's giving you this higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, okay, higher low, higher high, higher low. Then it makes this lower high. Okay, let me do it this way. Yeah, okay. So just like the reverse head and shoulder pattern, you can see this is head and shoulder pattern. Okay, and as you can see, this is the first shoulder, second shoulder. If this is the second shoulder, rather, this is the head, this is the first shoulder. So at the second shoulder, you want to look for an entry. That is when you want to take your trade. As you can see, the market gave some kind of downward movement before the direction of the market change. And yeah, so that is the fourth one. So you want to take note of that. And now let me tell you something. I do not just trade these price action signals. I look for other confirmations. I put them together to make a whole strong reason for this trade, like to make a good conditions for this trade. So I don't just take trade. I just don't drop into trade. I guess probably there are other factors that I need to put into place. Probably that is why I didn't take this trade, because if I take this trade, I am supposed to have something like this on the charts, on the trade, something like that. But sometimes I just leave it out of the market, out of it. So let's move to the fifth one. I've talked about 4 now. Let's move to the fifth one. The fifth one is called triple bottoms. Just like double bottom, we have triple bottom. So take for example, you have this triple bottom here. Okay, there is the market got here, got rejected, move up, got rejected the second time, move up, got rejected third time. When you see triple bottom like this, let's say you didn't get the price at this point and you meet it at this point, you want to take your entry at this point. Okay, although there are other confirmation, there are other things that I factor into it before I take this trade. I will take any price action pattern, but this is another signal. These are one of the things that I look out for. So you need to understand that. Okay, you need to understand that. So this is the fifth price action pattern or signal that you want to look out for in a trade. Okay, so the last one is triple top, just like the opposite of this. So let me see if I can get that. Okay, I think this is a good example. This is the first top, second one, third one here. Okay, forget about it. It may not be neat, it may not be this thing, but yeah, you can actually settle this one for triple top. If you go to daily night, it may be clear. Let me see. Okay, on daily is showing double top, as you can see here, double top. That is what it's showing. Okay, but triple top is something like this: 1, 2, 3. This is triple top. Okay, but let's come back to this and come back to 4 hour. So on 4 hour, you can see it is actually, you can actually use it for double top, just like something, just like this triple top. You don't necessarily have to have it neat. The idea is how many times does it go to that particular zones and come back. Okay, it came here, first one, come down, second one, come down, then play around the third time before finally shooting down to the downside. So this is the the sixth price signal that I have been using. And let me tell you something for a fact. These are the price action patterns that I trade. However, like I said earlier, I use other price action patterns, like I use other settings, I use indicators, I use momentum indicators, I do top-down analysis, and I try to check fundamentals and also many other things. But for you to start with, for you to get it going, you have to understand these price action patterns, these major ones. You don't need any other price action pattern. These are the major ones you need to focus on, and you will continue to see them everywhere in the market, and you can capitalize on them. You can see this one here, this double bottom. Even if it is this trade that you took, you can see this shoot to the upside. Markets always respect this price this pattern, so you want to consider that. So even if it is this trade, this is 99 pips, 99 pips. This is almost 100 pips here, 100 pips in a single trade. That is a lot of pips. Okay, so you want to take note of that. You can see double bottom giving you your entry. Okay, so that is one thing you want to understand about price action patterns. So this is what I want to show you for now. I will see you in my next video and teach you another thing that you need to incorporate into this to get a better entry. So don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye for now.